You heard it here, folks. Nicole's a tripod. Take that for what you will. I have one boot on because I put the boot on and then I realized we were still in the apartment and I should stop. So I've been walking around like a piglet pirate. We're staying at my friend Sally's house at her flat with her partner Al. You got pants on? We're filming. This is Al.
Hi.
We got into Scotland yesterday. Jet lag hasn't been bad. Let us see the baby. The baby. That's baby.
The baby. Okay, let's get
This
the
is
shop.
the cutest dog in Scotland. She was viciously attacked by a mean greyhound 2 days ago. So anyways, we're going to Castle Stirling today. We're gonna be driving with Sally, so this should be a fun little road trip. Oh, sorry. So I just nailed her with my boob. Said I was gonna be a lady someday, but I didn't know when or how. Let's run through city center.
Yep.
The rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. Said it might have been born just plain white trash. The fancy was my name. While I didn't film a ton in Scotland, mostly because I wanted it to feel like a family trip and like reconnecting with my friends and just kind of being there and relaxing a little bit, I did film some of the cool stuff that we did do, like visiting Stirling Castle. I've been wanting to go back to Stirling Castle since the first time I visited when I was in grad school back in 2008 and 9, and they were just kind of really digging into that reconstruction process. And we went in and we saw these people working on redoing the tapestries for the castle, and I just have been desperate to go back ever since it was finished. And so luckily Sally and Nicole humored me and they agreed to go, and it was awesome.
I know you're watching a video, but it looks like you're just facing the wall, like you did something bad and we put you in the corner.
I'm a naughty, naughty girl. Now, if you're not familiar with what has been done at Stirling Castle, basically they restored, renovated, reconstructed it, whatever word you want to use, put it there, the castle to look as it did during the reign of James V, who was the father of Mary, Queen of Scots. Through research of historical records, the primary sources, they were actually able to completely reconstruct, to the best of their knowledge at this point in time, what the interiors looked like in like the royal apartments and other parts of the castle. They used historical paints and pigments, recipes, and other original antiques to then be copied and made into replicas to furnish these historic places. They now also have costumed interpreters in those spaces to help provide even more context to you, the visitor.
A step to the right and close. That's nice and easy for you. Okay. So, if you're going to be very posh about it, you can come up on your toes as you step and go down, and do the same thing to the other side. But you don't have to do that if you don't feel like it. Okay. So that's a single.
It's like called Just Embarrass Sally. This is the game we're playing. I don't know who's going to tell him, but there's water damage in the ceiling that's not going to pass inspection. Where's Mark Hutter when you need him? sponsorship. Abby here for a quick note about the sponsor of this week's video, HelloFresh. If you all are familiar with my channel, then you know that HelloFresh has been an amazing supporter of this channel for years at this point. Wow. But HelloFresh is here to make the holiday season easier for you. With over 35 weekly recipes to pick from and everything from every dietary need, from pescatarian, vegetarian, to kid-friendly options for even the most pickiest of eaters, to the standard meat and veggie, to the quickly cooked recipes that are just kind of like one pan sheet, you throw it in, you heat it up, you're good to go. HelloFresh has something for everyone to help make your holiday season easier. I love HelloFresh. Quality is extremely important to HelloFresh, and that's why their ingredients go directly from farm to your door within 7 days. And so that way you always know that you're gonna be getting something that is fresh, delicious, and essentially farm to table. So if you would like to give HelloFresh a try, go ahead and use my code AbbyCox70 at www.hellofresh.com to get 70% off your HelloFresh order as well as free shipping. Again, if you would like to have easy to make, delicious food delivered directly to your home, go ahead and go to hellofresh.com and use my code AbbyCox70 to get 70% off your order and free shipping. Thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Now let's go back to Scotland, shall we? Mashed potato restaurant. God, my little nerdy heart is just dying right now. Like, it's incredible. Hey friends, just wanted to show you all our swanky hotel room. Okay, so here's our bed. Oh, by the way, we're at St. Martin's Lodge, which #Fleabag, if you get to catch my drift.
So you're a cool priest, are you?
A cool priest?
Yeah.
No, I'm a big reader with no friends. Are you a cool person?
Since you guys can't see me, I'm just gonna make this quick. But anyways, so there's Nicole, there's our bed, right? There's a pretty view. This is where we came in at. This is our luggage. We have a wardrobe right here in this tiny, please note this tiny entryway. We have our shower, towel heater. Can we zoom that out a little bit? No, I guess not. Okay, hold on. Oh shit, here we go. And then
sink, hi, toilet. Then we have fireplace. It's gorgeous. Then we just have our fucking bed. Guys, there's no door in this. There's no door. There's no door. There is a two-way entry point to the pooper. Yeah, guys, I'm dead serious. There were two ways to get into that bathroom, and not a single door. And this hotel was run by priests. I cannot make this shit up. So they've cut, this is cut here,
Yeah.
the lining to
And
go
then
up with the lacing.
Gone back over there.
Yeah.
So they did the same thing there, but then
that-
that so it's missing.
Yeah.
Some nice pit stains.
To surprise no one in the room, the lining of this bodice, what I know I'm out of focus. Don't worry about it, guys. The lining of this bodice was machine sewn. Very, very small stitches. Definitely does not help the longevity of the silk.
Janky tacking.
Yeah.
Go for it. Doesn't need to be seen.
Isn't my favorite thing about like everyone's like couture is like the most highest end construction. It's like
It's like no,
not in the early, not at the end of the 19th century. It
they
wasn't.
flipped this raw edge back and just basted.
Galliano and his safety
And
pins
then-
are not too far separated from.
Folded it under again.
Yeah.
That's all. It's just one running stitch and a hope.
Yeah.
And a hope. It's all that there is keeping that.
Okay, so I filmed a lot while I was at Leicester, but it's almost too much to put into a video. So these are just some snippets of some of the more interesting pieces that I looked at, like this Worth skirt with the button loops to help keep it up and in place.
It's trimmed on it, guys. Or I might just let you guys listen to the sweet, sweet dulcimer tones of Abby starting to sound like she's smoked for 50 years. Oh, I just now saw that 1870s and it's green and...
I was waiting for you to see that one.
Damn it. That mint green and chocolate brown.
So like a burgundy. We've got another one that's nicer than that.
You got another one that's nicer than that?
I've got a bustle, the other one.
I'm gonna have to come back and literally just spend a week bugging you guys.
That's right.
But since I filmed so much while I was in Leicester, I want to actually kind of rough cut it together and put it up for my Patreon as well as my YouTube memberships. So if you're interested in seeing a slightly more low-key, long video of the different things that I looked at, go ahead and like check out my Patreon and YouTube memberships if you want to know more. That's where it'll probably be.
I do just want to say huge thank you to Leicestershire, got it, Leicestershire Collections for having Nicole and I out here. It has been incredible, super accommodating. Sarah was great. I'll put info on how to reach out to Leicestershire Collections if you guys would like to come visit. You guys literally have everything, including the Symington Corset collection, but I feel like you guys get a lot of like credit for that, but not nearly enough credit for everything else that's in here. But if you guys can like kind of see like what's behind me, shoes, there's corsets, there's menswear, there's women's wear, there's hats, there's accessories, there's racks and racks of clothes. We have a huge variety of sizes, of wealth status. There's contemporary designers, vintage clothing, everything, literally everything under the sun. Best kept secret in Britain. I said it.
All
right, so after Leicester, we took the train down into London, and honestly, I don't really know what I was anticipating to happen in London. I guess just like going to a lot of museums and stuff, but between me recovering from that sinus infection and everyone's desire just to be in a cuddle puddle the entire time, we did none of that. No museums, nothing. Just literally just hung out at Bernadette's for 3 days straight, and we ate snacks. Also, in a big shift from our accommodations from the unintentionally or intentionally pervy priest hotel of Leicester, we stayed at the Zeta Townhouse, Clerkenwell, and it was fantastic. It was amazing.
Me being a sexy Edwardian in the windows down to the street. I wonder how much the shadow shows through.
I know, right? I know the
It was very aesthetic, it was very comfortable, and frankly, I made really good friends with Lilybell, the taxidermy cat. She was a great hostess, even though her side-eye during breakfast was a little intense sometimes. And I don't know how to explain the interior of the Zeta Townhouse, but basically felt like my brain. Take that as you will. All in all, the trip back to the UK was really what I needed, minus that sinus infection. That sucked. It was rude. First half of my trip was incredible, and it was so full of love. Now, the second half of my trip was something else entirely. So if you want to know what happens on the second half of my 3-week excursion, including a very rocky, literally like rocking the boat, transatlantic crossing with the incredible Dandy Wellington, spoilers, he is always perfection, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for part 2, the transatlantic voyage and a little bit of New York City.
Go get Fox. Good job. Yeah, good job, Soup. Get Mr. Fox. Well done. Are you ripping his arm off? Looks like you're ripping his arm off. Probably keep Mr. Fox's limbs intact. He's your friend. He's your baby. Thank you for bringing him to me, though. You like him? This is Mr. Fox.